The world is full of problems that the Ford Foundation could be addressing, and we have chosen to focus on one, which is inequality. And if we're going to achieve that goal, we have to focus on polarization. Inequality breeds polarization, and conversely, polarization makes inequality worse.
We think about polarization as a hyper-problem. A hyper-problem for us is a special category of problem. It's the type of problem that, unless it is resolved, unless it is addressed, it makes your ability to solve any other problem more difficult or more remote.
A normal time in a normal society, you might have a conflict or debate between us and them, but I think we are moving to a place where it is either us or them.
When people are radicalized and they exist in poles at a distance from each other, they don't tend to listen to each other. Dissent is critical, disagreement is critical, as long as someone's listening on the other side.
As an institution, all we can be is a catalyst. All we can do is to find the best ideas and the best people and the best organizations and give them the resources to do their work and connect them to each other. And so that really has been our goal with this conference. Welcome IFIT's Executive Director, Mark Freeman, and our remarkable group of international speakers to the stage.
We'd been on a visit to South Africa at the request of President Mandela, and those 3 days changed our lives. Because for once we sat and listened, and we didn't demonize each other as we'd been accustomed to doing back at home. That takes a lot of willpower when you're very angry and when you're very frustrated. But I learned a lot from doing that. As my mother used to say, you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. And when you're in conflict, that's really important.
Tenemos mucho en común. Tenemos en común el valor por las familias, los sentimientos. Al final, somos seres humanos con virtudes y con defectos. Valorarlos en su dimensión humana y tratar de entender por qué se habían ido a la guerra fue vital para que yo pudiera, de alguna manera, construir con un equipo negociador un acuerdo de paz.
The only way to save the revolution in Tunisia, the only way to give hope to the young people in Tunisia was, to have this kind of dialogue. Dialogue means tolerance, means freedom, means responsibility, means living together, listening to each other.
We are now moving more and more towards issues-based electoral politics as opposed to ethnic-based political processes leading to elections. Now, have we reached where we really would like to be? Certainly no. But we have made a huge progress.
One of the things I've learned from experts working on polarization is that elections are uniquely polarizing times.
What is an election? It's a competition for power. There are going to be winners and losers. The whole world knows that there's an election in the United States this year. The whole world knows that polarization is a major concern in this country.
And oftentimes during election, it's the worst time to try to fight polarization because the societies are already far downstream.
Notwithstanding the fact that our initiative is global in nature, that it was important to at least do one significant event that focused on US leaders and the role that they can still play in it, if not reducing, at least containing or managing polarization in this very volatile environment.
I think the thing that I feel proudest of is we worked really hard to get young leaders here. And their energy was really, really transformational for this gathering. The only way you can make progress is to reach out and talk to people you disagree with and begin to get to know them directly and work with them on what few things you can start agreeing you can do together. Take the first small steps together and build trust as a result of doing that, and then you're ready to take on the next bigger and maybe harder step.
To me, an outcome of overcoming polarization is a society in which people are listening to each other, in which people are open to persuasion about different views.